If you're over 60 and taking magnesium for better sleep, calmer nerves, fewer leg cramps, or a steadier heartbeat, one small mistake may be stopping it from working the way you hoped. So instead of helping your body settle down at night, you wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning, restless, your legs twitching, and your heart suddenly feeling faster when all you wanted was sleep. And most people never connect magnesium to the problem and end up blaming stress, aging, or just one of those nights, when many times the real issue is much simpler. It's the nightly routine around magnesium. Because after 60, magnesium only works well when the body can properly absorb and use it. So today, I'm going to walk you through 5 magnesium mistakes many older adults make without even realizing it, including one that may quietly be the reason magnesium never seems to work consistently for you. So, let's get started. Now, many adults over 60 take magnesium after dinner because it feels easier on the stomach and simpler to remember. You finish eating, rinse down your evening supplements, maybe have a tea or a glass of wine to relax, and expect your body to finally settle down for the night. But here's where things quietly start working against magnesium. Some healthy foods and common drinks can interfere with magnesium absorption. Heavy fiber, calcium, iron, and certain plant compounds may bind to magnesium inside the digestive system. So someone may take magnesium consistently and still wake up restless, tight through the calves and feet, or wondering why the supplement only seems to work sometimes. And a very common routine looks like this: oatmeal with nuts, spinach, calcium-rich foods, coffee later in the day, tea after dinner, or wine followed immediately by supplements before bed. And the issue is not that these foods or drinks are automatically bad, but the timing and spacing around magnesium. Giving magnesium its own cleaner window, away from heavier meals, calcium, iron, or alcohol, may help your body absorb and retain more of it. And sometimes the difference feels surprisingly noticeable. Fewer nighttime wake-ups, and a steadier sleep instead of that wired but exhausted feeling. But even perfect timing may not help if the next mistake is happening, because many older adults accidentally create problems simply by taking far too much magnesium at one time. Now, this next mistake usually comes from good intentions. Many older adults assume if magnesium helps me relax, then taking more should work even better. So they take one large dose right before bed, hoping it will calm the body before the night. But the body can only absorb so much magnesium at one time. When very large amounts hit the digestive system all at once, some older adults end up bloated, restless, running to the bathroom, or lying there exhausted while their body never fully settles down. And many never realize the dose itself may be part of the problem, so people naturally assume, maybe I just need more. And for many older adults, smaller and steadier amounts often feel much easier for the body to handle than one heavy serving all at once. And once the dose becomes more manageable, sleep often feels calmer, steadier, and far less unpredictable. Not because the magnesium changed, but because the body stopped getting overwhelmed by it. But dosage is only part of the story, because even the perfect amount of magnesium may still struggle if it's competing against the next mistake hiding inside many nightly routines. And this is the point where many older adults start feeling confused, because they're taking magnesium consistently, but the results still feel random. One night it seems to help, another night it feels like nothing happened at all. And in many cases, the problem is not magnesium itself, but everything surrounding it. Many adults over 60 take several things throughout the day: blood pressure medication, calcium, iron, vitamin D, antibiotics, acid reflux medication, sleep aids, multivitamins. Then magnesium gets added into the same routine because taking everything together feels organized and efficient. But certain medications and minerals may compete with magnesium during absorption, while others can change the stomach environment magnesium depends on to break down properly. For example, calcium and iron may compete with magnesium. Some acid-reducing medications may make it harder for the body to absorb certain forms of magnesium over time. Also, antibiotics should never be taken close to magnesium because the mineral can interfere with how the medication is absorbed. So someone may take magnesium consistently for months and still think, why does this only seem to work sometimes? The better move is surprisingly simple. Give magnesium its own space whenever possible, and separate it from calcium, iron, antibiotics, unless your doctor or pharmacist specifically tells you otherwise. And if you take several prescriptions, one of the smartest questions you can ask your pharmacist is there a better time for me to take magnesium? But even when timing and dosage are corrected, there's another mistake that quietly confuses many older adults, because not all magnesium is designed to behave the same way inside the body. Now, this next mistake confuses a lot of older adults because most people assume magnesium is all the same. So you walk into a store, see several different bottles, and naturally think, how different can these really be? Different types of magnesium behave differently inside the body, and some are more commonly used for relaxation while others pull more water into the digestive tract. For example, magnesium glycinate is often chosen for calmer nerves, nighttime relaxation, or gentler stomach support before bed. Magnesium citrate is commonly used for constipation support, but for some older adults, taking it late at night may lead to stomach discomfort or unexpected trips to the bathroom instead of deeper sleep. And magnesium oxide, one of the most common forms found in stores, may not absorb as efficiently. The problem is that many older adults buy whichever bottle they see first, try it for a few nights, and then assume maybe magnesium just doesn't work for me, when in reality, the form may not match the reason they started taking it in the first place. But the better question is, what am I actually trying to improve? Is it sleep, muscle cramps, relaxation, constipation, energy? Because once the form finally matches the goal, magnesium often stops feeling random and starts feeling much more predictable. But there's still one mistake left, and it sounds almost too simple to matter. In fact, many older adults do it every single night without realizing it may quietly interfere with how magnesium feels inside the body. And this final mistake sounds so simple that many older adults completely overlook it. Hydration. Not the drink 8 glasses of water a day kind, but real hydration inside the body, the kind your muscles, nerves, digestive system, and mineral balance depend on to function properly, because magnesium depends heavily on fluid balance to move through the digestive system into circulation and eventually into the muscles and nerves where it's supposed to do its job. But many older adults take magnesium at the very end of the night after a full day of coffee, medication, salty foods, sweating, or simply not drinking enough water. So by the time magnesium arrives, the body's already running low on fluid, not because magnesium is bad. Sometimes the body is simply too dried out to process the mineral at all. Is that mild dehydration rarely feels dramatic, and it tends to show up quietly. Dry mouth during the night, tight calves, restless legs, waking up tense, feeling exhausted, but somehow still unable to fully settle down before sleep. But the good news is that the fix is often quite simple. For many older adults, magnesium may feel gentler when taken with enough water and not on a completely dry system late at night. And sometimes that one adjustment changes everything. Less nighttime tension, fewer restless wake-ups, and a calmer feeling, not because the supplement changed, but because the body finally had the hydration support it needed to properly use it. And once timing, hydration, dosage, and the right magnesium form all start working together, magnesium often stops feeling unpredictable, because in many cases, magnesium was never really the problem, but the nightly routine around it was. So before you take magnesium tonight, remember a few key things. Give it some space from calcium, iron, coffee, tea, or alcohol when possible. Avoid taking very large doses all at once. Choose the form that actually matches the reason you're taking it. And do not ignore hydration, especially later in the evening. Those small adjustments may make a much bigger difference than constantly switching brands and hoping for a different result. And if you take multiple medications, manage kidney issues, or have heart conditions, always speak with your doctor or pharmacist before making major changes to your supplement routine. And before you go, let me know in the comments, have you ever taken magnesium and felt like it either worked inconsistently or made you feel worse instead of better? And if you found this video helpful, consider subscribing. This channel here is to help older adults better understand the small daily habits that may affect sleep, memory, mobility, energy, and long-term health after 60. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.